Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Let's Play 7 Days to Die Alpha 15 Modded with Starvation, episode number 34. In the last episode, we did the challenge horde, and I've discovered, I came back here, and I've discovered a fundamental flaw in the design. You see what's happening? The animals are climbing on each other, and they can escape from here. See what's happened? See, the sheep has pretty much just gone straight over that wall. So hopefully we can. Oh, he's probably gonna die now, isn't he? Let's see if I can get it back. But yeah, the sheep can actually get over the wall. So we're actually losing animals without even realizing it. Right, come here, sheep. Come back, please. Let me get it back. Come on. Oh, I've broken my leg. But I need to catch this thing. Come on. Come back. Oh, thank God we got it. So it turns out the animals can actually escape from this area, and that is not good because. Yeah, we've spent a load of time getting these guys secured in, and they can actually escape, which is not good. So what we're going to have to do, pretty much straight away, is we are going to have to go ahead and build a roof for this place so they can't get out, because that is not good. I didn't expect they'd be able to escape, but it turns out they can. And they have been trying. I actually almost lost a male sheep as well. So yeah, we need to sort this out very, very quickly so that we don't have to worry about them continually escaping. So let's go get some stuff, and we're going to start building and see what we can do to rectify the situation, because this is not good. So let's go ahead and grab our nail gun. We're going to need that. I got some fences that we can use as a temporary measure, just to stop them getting out over the top. Let's get back up here and see. Actually, do I have a splint down here? Just want to see if I can fix up my leg. I didn't mean to break my leg. Right, let's go ahead and do that. Splint. Let's grab one of these. Yeah, I had to make sure that sheep didn't run away, because yeah, we need that livestock. So yeah, I don't want it to get away. So let's go ahead and use that real quick. And actually, do I have any, rather than fences, I may as well grab the catwalks if I have them. I have some more. Okay, good. Thank God. Okay, so I have some more catwalks. So let's try and cover these guys over before they escape. Now, I've been doing a lot of sorting. So in the last episode, I know I said I was going to go looting, but honestly, look, it's like I've been off camera for like 12 in-game hours. And that is literally because I needed to do a load of stuff. I actually took out all the barbed wire from the horde battle area so that I could get all that iron back, because I'm not going to be going back there to fight a horde. So let's try and really quickly seal these guys in so that they don't get out, because we need them sealed, because otherwise this could go horribly wrong. So let's try and remedy this situation as quickly as we can, because otherwise they're going to get out, and yeah, all hell is going to break loose. And I mean, well, I'm okay with all hell breaking loose. I'd really rather it didn't happen. So yeah, you can see the one thing I wouldn't want to happen is that cow that we finally got is going to escape. I wouldn't want that to happen. That'd be really, really bad. So let's get these added in. So we need to put one there. There we go. And then I should be able to go ahead and, for now, the best thing I can do, I think, is to build. I need to essentially build this thing one higher so that they can't get out. So I think we should be able to do that, no problem. And I mean, we can turn it into the iron variant a bit later on. And I know I'm placing a bit of making a bit of a mess here, but let's try and do this. It's because I'm panicking. I'm just like, no, the animals are gonna get out. So I gotta stop them. I didn't figure they'd actually try and climb on each other in order to escape, but they are clever little buggers. So we're gonna heighten this thing by one. Actually, that works out quite well. I did kind of want it there. Yeah, see that pig he's trying. Let's block him. Let's block him in. There you go. So at least that side is more secure now. Right, let's get down this way. Right, let's try and stop that. We need to stop that cow from getting out. If this goes badly, it's gonna be bad. So that's 3 along that way. Let's go ahead and keep going around this way, because yeah, those animals are hastily trying to follow me out. See, that sheep nearly got out then. Sneaky little bugger, he nearly got away. I'm not letting you get away. I've captured you. Damn you, sheep. Right, I'll get him back in a minute, hopefully. Because yeah, they're climbing on each other. So I need to make a roof. Yeah, see that they're trying to climb on each other. So I need to make a roof and get these guys back. Right, let's see if I can get this guy without knocking him off. Right, there you go. Stay there. Let me get you. Come on, sheep. Come on, sheep. Got it. Okay, thank God. Okay, so I've not killed any of the animals. Oh, God. And I probably broke my leg again. Damn it. Oh, no, I didn't. Cool. So, yeah, I've luckily not killed any of the animals, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for escapees, because they're going to be trying. Other thing is, do I have forged iron so I can actually upgrade some of this stuff straight away? I do. There we go. More forged iron. Excellent. We're going to need that. All right, let's sort out this last side so they can't get out, and then we're going to cover it over and get a roof on this thing because we're going to need to do that. So it's because when I come along, they're just like, "Ooh, the guy that feeds us," and they follow me out, and then yeah, everything pretty much goes wrong from that point. So let's lay these down as quick as we can. Try not to have any more escapees. Okay, I think that's going to keep them secure in there now. So hopefully there's going to be no more of these guys actually trying to break free. And they're just like, 1, 2, break free. It wouldn't surprise me. Right, so I'm just trying to see in this block where I've placed that one. Okay, on the other side. So I'm going to need to get in there, but this pig is in the way. That was one of the advantages to having the lower area as well. It's that I could kind of, break my way out of there, but that's okay. Right, let's see if we can do something about this bit. I'm just hoping this isn't going to cause any kind of structural collapses. Oh, I'm now caught in the block. There we go. I just hope this doesn't cause any kind of collapse. Outside. But I think once we got the roof on, that would help actually support it a bit as well. So let's go ahead and lay these in. Little buggers. Trying to escape me. See, I take care of them. I treat them well, and what they do, they try and run off. Could never win with these guys. Can never win. Right, I need to chop them out as well because I accidentally put those in the wrong way. Right, let's go and put one there. There we go. And then I need some this way, so I want one there and one there like that. Okay, so at least now this should stop them from escaping. So let's go ahead and lay these two sheep back down. There we go. There's one, and there's the other one. All right, so the sheep have now been laid down. How's their animal feed doing anyway? How are we doing on that? Not bad. We still got over 2,000, so doing very well there. Okay, so that bit is done. Right, let's make sure no one's about to follow me out. Oh, pick. Is he through the door? I don't think he is. I think I managed to stop him. Little buggers. Yeah, those guys like to run after you and try and get out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make the roof area of this building. Now, what I was thinking we could do is have we could have something a little bit different. I was thinking we could use some plates on the inside. So let's get like 120 plates. That should do, and then we can have the roof over that, and that should be fine. Because then we'll have like we could use like some plates. Where am I thinking we can use these? Because I was thinking we could have some plates maybe on the inside like this. And then we could build along there. And then obviously have like a diagonal block in the middle there. But I don't know if that's actually going to go too well. Because then we'll see... Actually, let me cancel those for a sec. I mean, plates are useful anyway. We can use those. But let's see how I want to kind of extend it upwards. So now the animals are secure. I'm not too worried. Okay, I think what we're going to do is... Let me jump over here and... not break any legs, that'd be good. Right, let's go get some logs and some cobble frames. We'll do this thing properly. So let's get some cobble frames. Let's get some log cabin wood. Okay, it's nighttime, so I've got to be a bit careful. And let's get some cobblestone rocks. We're going to need those. Did I get logs? I think I did. Oh no, there we go. There's the logs. Let's grab those. But I got 21, but I think that's all I'm going to need. Oi, no wait, you. Oi, come back. There we go. Right, so I got some logs. And I don't think we could build a shingle roof, and yeah, we could build like a nice shingle roof, and let's see how this goes. So let's get back over there. See if it. Oh, damn it! Fine, I'll do it the normal way. I'm gonna have to anyway eventually, so better get used to it. It's just having so many doors. Right, yeah, this bit's fine. Right, let's get around here. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much extend this side of things and then put a roof on the top. And I think that should work pretty well. So yeah, I do actually want the plates, and I think we're going to use the plates on the interior to give it the depth. So we're going to do this. Or actually, we might not even need to do that. We could just build a roof using those. Actually, I think I've got an idea how this could work. So let's try this and this. Okay, so that links over there, that links over there, that works fine. So now I do want to extend the logs up, so we've got a gap of 2. So then we're going to have 1 there. I know, sheepies, I know. I know, you nearly lost some family members, but it's okay. It's okay, sheepies. Max has got you covered. Well, I'm going to have you covered anyway. So then we need... I'm not sure where I've done that last one. I'm going to leave that for now. I'm just going to do these, and then we can sort out the final placement of logs a bit later. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we need to do that one. I think that's right. Yep, that one there. So yeah, we're going to build this up, and then we're going to cover these animals over, just to make sure that they can't continually climb on each other's backs, I guess, and then get out. So let's go ahead and get some more logs. I think we're going to need... Let's get like 30 more. That should do nicely. So 30 more logs should be adequate. Let's go and add 1 there, 2 there, and then how have I done the middle? So it looks like I've done a gap of 2 blocks again. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So yeah, it looks like I've done it like this. So we're going to do that. Alright, so let's continue the pattern round. So this way, this way. And let's keep working our way around. Yeah, it's just to stop these little buggers getting out. There we go. Okay, that should do there for the logs there. So let's go ahead and get... I actually want to get some shingles now, so... Let's go ahead and do that. So wood shingles. Here we go. So wood shingles, let's craft... How many can we craft total? 406. We don't need that many. Let's craft... I'm just trying to think how I want to structure this roof, because we're going to need to... We're going to need to access our way up the top there. So let me actually make a wood frame to be able to jump up here. So... You guys are saying that you don't want to see flat roofs, and I totally understand that. We can try and make a not flat roof. It'll be a little bit of an arch on the roof, and I think that'll work quite nicely. So what we could do is we could have... I think we'll have a layer of cobblestone over the top area here. So we'll have essentially a ring of cobblestone around here. So let's go ahead and build that. Because we want this to have as much support as it can. So a ring of cobblestone... should work relatively well here. And then we had to be careful about the interior section and how that's going to be supported. So there's a little bit we have to work on here, but we can add like some extra poles in the middle, which should be able to give it more of the support that it needs. So I'm just having a look at, say, that building over there. And yeah, it's essentially the only support to this roof is via the logs from here connected to ground. So we're going to go ahead and add some interior ones later on. But for now, let's go and get some cobblestone put up here. Oh, I'll take that back. So we're going to have some cobblestone right there. So let's go and... oh, did I do that corner? I did. Let's go and upgrade this cobblestone then. Let's do that. So we're going to upgrade this cobblestone all the way around the edge. So what I'll do is let me quickly do this, and then I'll be right back. Alright, the cobblestone has been upgraded. So the next thing we now need to do is work on adding some support for the middle here. Now, this wood frame is right in the middle of this area, and right underneath this is actually a pillar of trussing. So what we can actually do now is take this one out, and we can make a log like this, which is now going to be used to support the roof. So this is going to actually provide some good support for the roof that we're going to do in the middle right here. So this is going to be pretty essential for later on. So what I'm going to do is we're going to need to make some more wood frames. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's get a few of those. Let's get about 80 of those. I don't know if we're going to need that many, but for now, let's get that many. And I'm also going to start on some shingles as well, because we're going to need some of those. So we're going to want mainly these types. So let's get 200. Let's get 200 of those for now. And then we can decide how we want this to be done. But essentially, this ring around the edge is also supported because I actually built it up from the edge there. So that's a good thing. So we can actually build our way back to that area over there. So let's start working our way along here so I can actually reach that one over there. And then we're going to connect that one into the middle like this. So we're pretty much going to do all around the edge, and then we'll work our way into the middle, which is usually the best way to build a roof, is to start from the edge, work your way into the middle. So for anyone who has trouble building roofs, for example, then this might be a good little way to show you how I do mine. Now, you may have already seen how I do mine, say, in the castle building series and things like that, but this is just another example of how it can be done. So let's go ahead and do these. So we're going to work our way out. So that's all supported. That's looking good. And then we can pretty much pull these ones back out right here. So we're going to go all along here. Like that. There we go. Right, so now what we need to do is pretty much work our way inwards. So we start from the outside, and then we're just gonna pretty much spiral in. And then the one in the middle is then gonna provide us some extra support as well. So let's go and spiral our way into the middle. And then this should work out pretty well. Because all of these can actually support 6 wood blocks, which is fine, but then because we're actually adding in the corners, it can support technically more than 6. Because we're going to be having a lot of weight on the top of this, we're going to need a little bit of extra oomph. So having that one in the middle is going to be a big help, and it's going to hopefully stop the entire thing from falling on our face, which would be good. So let's go and work our way around here. And this little bit of cobblestone right here is actually providing a nice little bit of extra support as well. I thought the cow had got through then. I was like, damn you, cow. But no, he's fine. He's safe. He's still captured. He's still mine. So he can't get away. That cow's not going to escape me today. So let's go ahead and build this out. Let's just get all this done. And then what I'll do is, of course, upgrade the lot off camera so that you don't have to worry about watching me upgrade the same block over and over again with the good old nail gun. So it's I'm out of frames. I am out of frames. Let me get some more. Yeah, let's get some more. So frames. Let's get 30 more frames should do, I think. So wood frame. Let's get okay, 39. That'll do. Maybe we will need more than 30. We'll probably need less though, but they're useful for other things. And we'll probably be needing more anyway to flesh out the interior of the roof, so I'm fine with this. Alright, so this layer is now done. I'm going to upgrade the middle one double, so I remember where it is. So there's the middle, so I don't have to mark it again. Let me go ahead and upgrade all these, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, the top has been upgraded, and I've also gone ahead and put some wood frames around the edge so that we can actually walk around and do the roof. So I've already got the shingles ready to go, so literally all we've got to do is come around the edge of this and start placing down all the shingles, which we can then use to make the roof. And I accidentally put one in completely the wrong place right there, but that's okay. Let's just do what we can, and then I'll chop out any remaining. So we got 200 of these, so hopefully this is going to be enough to see us through. So let's go ahead and work. Yeah, it's going to be this way. So I'm going to work my way back along from this side, so it's easy just to place them back. And then this should all be nice and supported once we're done. So let's go and work our way from the outside to the inside, because it's the probably the easiest way to do it. There you go, that's that row done. And let's keep working our way around the outside. I actually had to go and chop some more wood because I ran out. So I've been doing a little bit of tree chopping, so time has advanced a little bit beyond what I was expecting. But that's okay. Let's just keep working on this, and eventually we're going to have a nice roof to finish off this building. And now at least we can be safe in the knowledge that our precious livestock can't escape. Because yeah, that was bad. That was very bad. I didn't expect they'd just jump over each other. I mean, I know zombies could do it, but I didn't expect livestock could do it as well. But, you know, it kind of makes sense. Right, so that bit there is now done. So let's go ahead and take out the remaining one there. And, oh, did I miss one? I did. Okay, fine. Let's go and add one in the missing spot right there. And then all we need to do is just pretty much grab those out when we're done with them. Now, the next thing I need to do is, of course, get back up the top again. So let's grab these back out, and we need to work our way. We need to kind of pole jump up the top if we can. There we go. Let's take that off just so we don't have any more structural risks. So yeah, here's the top of the roof right now. You can see it's a flat roof. So let's go ahead and continue building up this roof. So this time we're going to want to leave a block in each corner like this. So let's go ahead and work our way along each of these. And now we got this set up as we like. It's pretty easy now to build the roof directly on top of this. Now, I am going to actually not be completing this roof, because later on, I do actually want to move the animals. Once I got all the walls up around this base, I do actually want to move the animals from inside here to somewhere else. And maybe where the animals are now can be where the survivors are going to be a little bit later on. So we're going to see how this works. But for right now, we're going to build the roof up to this height, and then we're going to maintain it right here. So essentially, if we wanted to go even further, though, we could. Where this roof is quite big, it probably would have a flat roof. Would be best on this particular one, but maybe we could have a different style roof on that one a little bit later on. So last thing we need to do is get some corners. So let's go shingle again, and then we just want these outer corners, and we're going to need. I think we're going to need 8 of those. So let's go and craft ourselves 8 of those. And then we have some shingles left over. Okay, so we need to start on this side. So yeah, and then all we need to do is pretty much finish off with the outer corners. So 1 and 2. Then we can go ahead and do 3 and 4. And there we go. Then we can come along here. And finally, we can go over this way. And make 7 and 8. There we go. So that is fine. So yeah, we're gonna. I have plans for this section of the roof a little bit later on, but let's come down this way and see how it's looking so far. So once we get those frames off, then it might look a bit better. I mean, we could even have like a walkway around the edge like that, because I think that actually looks pretty nice. I quite like that actually. But for now, we're gonna take this off. We could build some kind of catwalk system around the edge, and I think that'll be pretty nice. But for now, let's go ahead and take off the rest of these. See, I have plans for that, but we're going to go ahead and remove these now. So yeah, I think that's going to look pretty good. Once we can like make it more ornate a little bit later on. So yeah, if we jump, and then we should be able to grab them a little bit faster. So one of them fell down, but that's okay. So I think I left one back there. Let's grab that. Did that leave a wooden thing? Of course it did. Of course it did. So where are you? Axe. There we go. Got it. Right, let's go and get the last of these off. And then we should have the roof pretty much done for this part of the building. At least for now. Now, this building isn't spider-proof, so spiders can still technically climb up this. So we might want to do something about that a little bit later on. But for right now, just step back and have a look and see how that's looking. Make sure I don't fall in the hole. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm thinking that's looking very nice. Okay, so what we're going to do now to finish off is we're going to finally head up the top, and then we're going to upgrade all of those bars into their iron variants. I think I still have my forged iron. I do. So they're only going to cost 1 iron each as well, so they're really nice and cheap. They're nothing really too expensive, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and upgrade all these into their iron variants. I hope this holds. If it doesn't, if it doesn't hold, I'm gonna be sad. But hopefully it's gonna hold. I mean, that's right above a supported area anyway, so I think that is gonna be absolutely fine. So we just have to pretty much work our way along here. There we go, and then we can pretty much upgrade these 1 by 1, and then work our way around like this. And then by doing that, we should be pretty good. And oh, I accidentally upgraded the wood block. I don't know which one I did. Which one did I do? Did I do a floor one? Or did I do something else? Oh, I don't know which one I did, but I'm sure we'll find it a bit later on, and I'll be like, I remember doing that one, and then we can just take it out. Yeah, I didn't want to do the log right there. Okay, well, I'll sort that out in a minute. Let's go and upgrade these, and then that should provide a nice little cage. At least now the animals are covered. They have a nice little covered area, so they don't have to worry anymore about getting rained on. Speaking of rain, though, it hasn't rained in here for a while. Yeah, I keep upgrading those ones back. I don't mean to. I do apologise, but there we go. Yeah, now I'm upgrading something else. See what? You have to be so precise with these. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm upgrading something. I think I did the. I'm doing something. I'm not even quite sure in some cases what I'm hitting. I have to go inside and look at some point and see what I've got. But yeah, that's going to mean I need to just take out and replace those last logs, and then we should be fine. So let's go and do that. Hopefully this won't fall when we do it. Nope. Okay, let's make sure we replace these last logs, and then that should give us all the nice looking building that we desire. So yeah, there's probably some upgrades in there, or maybe on the ceiling. I'm not even sure where it actually upgraded. I can't see exactly where it's done it. So that's fine. So I think we can call that pretty much a done thing. And I think I can still reach. Can I still reach through here? I can. So I can still reach through here to search the trough and fill their food, which is excellent. So that means I don't actually have to go in the pen if I don't want to. And it's looking pretty nice in here. So they're nice and snug up in here. It's a little bit dark, but what we could do is I could get a light up in here at some point. But I think we're going to be fine on that front for now. So there we go. The animals are now covered over. And we're pretty lucky. I think that's good. So we no longer have to worry about the animals now, which is pretty good. All right, so let me go and get the stuff that I'm going to need for the next bit, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, it is time for us to finally work on the power room that I've been wanting to work on for a good long time now. So now that we've pretty much got the building made over there, I want to have essentially all my generators in one place and then all my workstations in this one. So then it can save a little bit of room in here. So for example, we're going to move the boiler in there. We're going to make the gas tank today as well. So we're going to have a look at that, and then we're going to move the generator. Now I've actually taken out the generator we got before, and you can see that I've got the parts back here. So I've got some springs and stuff. However, you only get one engine back. You don't get both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my two worst engines to make this generator, because there's no point using the good ones if we can use the crappy ones. Then we'll go ahead and do that. And there's probably other things we're going to need. So we're going to need forged iron. We're going to need, I reckon, electrical parts, and we're going to need gauges. And that should allow me to make a diesel generator, right? Yes. So we need to go ahead and use the boiler for that. So let's go and turn this on, and then we can make a new diesel generator. Now that's going to take a couple of minutes to build, so let's go ahead and at least get that started. Now the other thing I want to be able to make is there's a thing called concrete cable pass, and I just want to see how that's made. So concrete pass, what's that made of? That's concrete block and some brass. Okay, so we're actually going to need to make some concrete. So that is a thing. Do I have any concrete mix right here? I do. So let's go ahead and get some concrete blocks. So I'm just going to turn all these into concrete blocks, so then we can make a few of these cable passes. Because what I want to do is I want to have let's give you an example of how I want this. I essentially want to have all my generating stuff in here. So this is where the generators are going to be, and then this is where the main power area is, and I can have some controllers which then decide which direction the power gets sent out to, which is going to be really cool. Now, what I need to be able to do is get this power through the wall, and this is where the concrete passes come in. We can actually put a concrete pass like right here, and the power will go straight through the wall, which is really, really good. So we're going to probably have to take out this, and I don't know if I take this out if it's going to cause the whole thing to fall down. So just in case, let me take out this one thing here and see if it falls. Please don't fall. It didn't fall. Good. Right, so that's a good start. So what we're going to do essentially is we're going to have right here is where we're going to have one of the cable passes. So let me go and take this out right here, and a cable pass is going to pretty much sit right here. Now you'll see how this works in just a minute. So unfortunately this is going to look a little bit ugly when you look at it from the side, but luckily the logs kind of hide it, so that's a good thing. Now I do have some spare brass over here, so let's go and grab that. I left it in this forge right here, and I didn't melt it up, so that's good. So now I should be able to make some of these concrete passes, and I can make 9 of those. So let's go ahead and do that. So 9 of these concrete passes are going to be made up, and this is essentially what's going to allow me to put the power from one building into the other one. So you can see it's coming out here right now, and then we're going to be able to run some cables along here, and then we're going to be able to put another cable pass into there. So let's go put the cable passes in, and this should work fine. So here's my cable concrete passes, and I think actually we need to connect those to power before we can do it. Okay, so essentially then we've gone ahead and opened up the walls ready for this to run. So the other things we're going to need is of course the cable itself. So how do we make the power cable? The ground one is made with copper and duct tape. So hopefully I've got some duct tape here. I do, I got plenty of it. Nice. Okay, so let's get some of that, and then we're going to need as well some copper. And I should be able to make plenty of these ground ones. Let's make 30 of them. I probably won't need that many. Let's make that many anyway. And the other thing I'm going to need is, of course, a fuse box. So that's made with forged iron and electrical parts, and it seems that's on the workbench. We can do it. We can also do it without the workbench by using duct tape and springs. But we want to use the workbench because that's going to be easier. So let's get a fuse. And can we get the knife switch as well? I want one of those. Knife switch. How do we make that? That is made, okay, pretty much the same way. So we need some short iron pipes for that as well. So I should hopefully have some in here. I do. Perfect. And that should be everything needed to make it, right? So let's go and get a knife switch. And actually, I need to quickly put those in their respective building box so that we can go and grab those later. But there's our concrete cable passes. Is the generator done now? It is. There we go. So diesel generator is done. So we can turn off this thing. All right. So I think we are pretty much ready to start putting the diesel generator in that one room. And then we can have the cables coming in here. And then we can pretty much control the power from this point. And this is going to be so cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how all this is going to work. So let's go ahead and lay down the generator first. So the generator is right here. Let's go ahead and put this baby down. So the generator is going to be in this room right here. So I think we're going to have it. Against the wall where the concrete path is going to go, because that makes most sense. So generator sits right there. First thing I'm going to need then is a wall cable. So let's go ahead and do. Let's type in cable again, and I should be able to get a power cable. We want the wall. We want a wall vertical is what we want. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get a wall vertical one, and then we're going to go ahead and put that power cable so it faces the wall like that. So now that will be powered. Now the next thing I need to do is I'm probably going to need now. Let's get some fuse boxes. I want a couple of nice switches, some fuse boxes, because I want to be able to turn off all the power from one building if we can, and that's what I very much intend to do. So let's go ahead and grab a nice switch. So nice switch. Let's make one of those. Actually, can we make two of them? We can. We can make three. We can make 5. Okay, let's make 4 of them actually, and then we're going to get some fuse boxes as well. So let's do that. So knife switch, and we want some fuse boxes. There we go. So let's get which is the cheaper one? This one. So what nice switches and fuse boxes allow you to do is, as long as you're using a diesel generator, note that it doesn't work with small generators, but if you're using a diesel generator, it allows you to extend the cable for more than 10 blocks. With one of these simple generators, you can only run up to 10 blocks before you run out of power. So these things are great for like really short power runs, but they're not really that good for anything else. So here are my nice switches. Huzzah! So I got some of those, and let's get some of these fuse boxes as well. So finally, we're doing a little bit of work with power, and I'm really happy to be trying this out. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this is all going to work. So there's 2, 3, and we should get one more, maybe. Come on, there we go, one more. Okay, so there's all the fuse boxes and stuff that I want. So far, not too bad. All right, so the next thing we're going to need to do then is, I think we're going to have a nice switch on this wall, and this is going to be my way of controlling the power from this building. So we're going to need to pretty much jump up to this point and lay it down there, if I can. There we go. So there's my nice switch, and now we can go ahead and put the concrete cable pass behind that. There we go. So now from here, from this nice switch, we now have 10 blocks to work with. So now we're going to go ahead and work our way along. So the concrete pass actually counts as a cable block. So let's go ahead and do some stuff. So we're going to need another wall one. Actually, we're going to need another two vertical walls. So these two. I'm going to need wall to ceiling, 2 of those. Now, the cables don't actually have to be connected for this to work, but it just looks nice, so I want to try and do it. So, see if we can get this to work. So, yeah, we're going to have... Okay, so we got the nice switch, then the concrete. So, that's 1. This will make 2. Let's go ahead and do this top one right here. And that's going to be 3. Okay, that works. Now I need some ceiling ones, so let's go ahead and do that. So, let's have a ceiling one. So power cable ceiling, here we go. So let's get 6 of those. And that should be fine. So where are my ceiling ones? It's a bit difficult sometimes to tell where each of these are. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 right there. So this seems like a pretty good point to have a fuse box just so that we can extend the signal a little bit. Because if we go 7, 8, 9, 10, the fuse box is going to need... Actually, no, that might work quite well. So that's so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There'll be 7, 8, 9, and then the fuse box will go on the end. Yeah, that should actually work very well. Let's do that. So we're going to have here. Then we need this one. And then the fuse box is going to go ahead and be placed right here. So there's the fuse box on the edge of the building there. And then that should then allow us to place the concrete cable pass on the inside right here. So let's grab the concrete cable pass. And we should be able to place it right there. Excellent. Right, so what that's going to allow us to do then is we can then go ahead and bring the power inside, and then we can essentially route it around how we like. So this is then going to be used to power the workbenches and all that good stuff. So I think we're going to have to probably run the power around like this and then down. So we're going to have a couple of fuse boxes in here. But one thing I want to do is have a nice switch by here, which is going to allow me to turn on all the lights and all the workbenches, because I think that's going to be really cool if we can do that. So let's go and get then. We're going to need... I don't know if there's wall-to-wall ones that we can use. There's not any wall corners, but there might be... There's wall to ground, wall to ceiling, but no wall to wall. But that's fine. So let's go ahead and do some wall ones. So let's get power cable, wall horizontal. Let's get 6 of those so far, and then we'll see about how far we can build these along. So wall horizontal, where did you go? There you are. So they look the same as wall vertical, unfortunately. They haven't changed the direction around on it, but that's okay. So then we're going to go, so that's 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So why don't we have a fuse box right there to be kind of out the way, and it won't be then too intrusive. So we can have a fuse box maybe there, and then that will reset the limit for us at this point. So there we go. So then we can have... How many more of those? We got the horizontal... This one. I need some more. Good thing I had a load of these cables. But hopefully this is going to work pretty well. So then we can go 1, 2, 3. And then, of course, if this doesn't actually end up working out, we can go ahead and place a concrete pass in the middle. So we're going to have 3 like that. And then I think at this point is where I want to have a knife switch. I think I want to have it here. So this will allow me to turn on the power and turn it off as I see fit. So we'll have a knife switch right there. Just go and place this right here. So essentially the power will then filter through to here, and then we can have a nice switch, and then we can run power down to the workbenches from here. So this is going to be pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do... I want my vertical one now. So I need 1 wall to floor. So let's have a wall to ground. So I just need 1 of those. So let's grab... Where'd you go? There you are. So we're going to need this one. I've got a wall vertical. I'm going to need a few of those. So let's get a few more. So wall vertical. I think I only need 1. Maybe actually, no, one will be enough actually. So we're going to have 1 there. Then we'll have a wall to floor. Like this. Yeah, it's looking nice. It's not too intrusive, which is good. And then all we need to do is pretty much link up the power cable to the workbench here. So I think you can get a cross one as well, right? So let's get a... there should be a crossing one. Power cable, wall horizontal, cross on ground. That's the one. Let's grab one of those. There we go. So let's have some along the ground here. So we're going to have 1... There we go. So yeah, the graphics are a little bit odd with that, but that's fine. So there's 1. There's 2. Then we're going to want to put the cross in. Let's go ahead and put 1 there. So yeah, they're coming out slightly different colours. So I think there's a little bit of a bug with the art, but that's fine. Have 1. Can we put 1 here? Or is that not connected? Why are you not connected to power? I mean, I know you are, but you should be. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, maybe this cross one is not working as intended then. Maybe that's actually a slight bug with the cross. If so, that's okay. We can just go ahead and do it a different way. Let's undo this one. I've got an idea, though, how we can make this look pretty nice and run it straight. So what we could do is we could have a straight one there, like this. Now, I'm going to need to add a little bit of extra support here just for a minute. Because I think what we could do is have a cable concrete pass right there on the bottom one. And then we can replace it. We can have a concrete block on one side and a cable concrete pass on the other side. And that should power it. I think that'll be powered from that side regardless. If not, then we'll just have to, you know, call it done and then take it out. So yeah, I need some frames for support. So let's go and grab those. Sorry about the electric bat noise. Let's get some frames for some support just so I can hold it up while I take out the bottom one. So let's grab that and place that there. Actually, let's do... I don't know. Can we do this side? I don't even know. Actually, we should be able to do it right... We should be able to do it right here. And that'll still hold it. So hopefully now if we take out one piece of cobble, that other piece and the stairs should hopefully support it there. Hopefully. If the roof falls in, we haven't really lost much. It's only a roof, and there's not anything attached to that roof yet. So we should be okay regardless. So we're going to take out this one piece of cobble here. And it didn't fall. Yes. Okay, so is this the cable concrete pass? No, it is... Where's my cable concrete pass? There you are. Then we can have this one here. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So we'll do... Let's just add some extra support first. Like this. And then we're going to take out that one underneath here. And then we should be able to just have some concrete. Oops. Did I actually get anything back from that? Or did I need to use a wrench? I need to use a wrench. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to have that one there. And then a regular piece of concrete like that. So essentially, they look the same. So you couldn't tell the difference between them, whether it was a concrete one or a cable concrete pass, which I really like about these blocks. So let's grab those and those. One thing I wish though is they had more variety of blocks you could use for a cable pass. But yeah, it seems the cross one doesn't like to work. So yeah, we're gonna. I don't think we can scrap that or anything. So we're just gonna drop that. So unfortunately, a bit of a wasted resource. But there we go. Alright, so now, with any luck, this should be connected with a source of power. So let's go ahead and grab the gas out of this. And let's put it in this other generator over here. And then we should be able to power this workbench from here. So let's go ahead and turn that on. And then we're going to chuck some gas in. Now that's kicked in. So we should be able to go ahead now. So power should be running across here. As I said, if it's not running, we can always add another fuse box there just to help it along a bit. But that should be fine. So now, press to operate this machine. It's not receiving any power. Okay, let me just experiment a little bit with what's going on here. So do we need... So maybe we do need the ground one there. It's not going to work. So... Well, apparently that's not connected to a source power, whereas that is. So can I put one there and there? No, maybe it's... I don't know. Is that too short? Seems that I'm having some weird issues here. Hang on. Maybe... I don't think it is too long. That's 1, 2, 3, 4... That's definitely less than 10 blocks. Let's pick these up again. And then we're going to pick the ones up from the small generator as well. I think I'm just having some random issues with the blocks here. It seems to be that spot right there is causing issues. I mean, if it is causing issues, then that's fine. Okay. So can I place one? Now I've taken those out. Can I now place one here? So yeah, bit of random issues. See if we can get this to work. I mean, if not, then, you know, I'll see what I can do. But hopefully this is going to work. Oh, I also want to take this one out right here. Well, hopefully now this can work. Okay, so power's not getting to that one. Now, the other way we can test it is to make a light and see if that light turns on. So, insect repellent light, because I think some of these you can pick them up. Yeah, because this doesn't require a light bulb. So the insect repellent light might be a good one. So what do we need for that? We need forged iron, Short iron pipes, electrical parts, and electronic components. Okay, so let's try and make this bug light, because this is a good way to actually test it. So bug repellent light. So that'll take 6 seconds, and we can use this pretty much as a way just to test where the power is actually getting to this point, and then we can see where things are going wrong. So let's go ahead and put it. So where's this coming from? So it's coming from here. So let's go ahead and put it. So it's power getting here. So power is getting here. Perfect. So power works there. So yeah, these lights are actually a good little way to test out where the power is and where it's not. So is power getting to... Okay, so it's not getting to that point, and it's not getting there. Now, I don't understand why this is not powered. Unless I have a feeling that the workbench there... I think I know what it is. I think you can't place one there because that workbench extends out into the front. Whereas one can go here. Yeah, you can see that it's coming up with the message there. So, okay, I think I figured it out. I figured it out. Right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to take this one back. Unfortunately, it's not going to look as nice as I thought it was going to. I mean, I don't know if we take this up whether we're going to lose the machine, but then I probably can't turn it around anyway. So let's try this. Because we are going to make this work. I mean, I intend to make this work. So let's go and get a cross again. So that's why the cross wasn't working. It wasn't actually a problem with the block at all. It was just because I was being stupid with the work thing. So let's get 2 of the crosses. So one of the crosses is going to head there. And then the workbench can be powered from that point. So we're going to have to put one there. And then we need 1 more cable. Do I have 1 more cable on the ground? I do. I have 4. Nice. So then we're going to place 1 right there. Is that not powered now? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Hang on a minute. Why can I not place you there? So it's next to another power line. Okay. Next experiment. How balked is this? Right. Let's see how long we're going for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that should be fine. So the next thing I got to see. So that works right there. I'm guessing then it might be something to do... I think it must be something to do with this, the fact that this block is slightly broken. So let's see if I put one that way. Because that's now saying that this is unpowered. Okay. Let me come back and work out what the hell's going on with this. Because it was working before. So let me just see what's going wrong and I'll be right back. Alright, I think I figured this out. So let's see. Essentially, what I had to do is I actually had to take up this machine because when I was trying to connect the cable to it right here, it didn't want to... it was thinking that I was trying to connect this machine to the cable this way, and therefore it was thinking that this isn't a power block, and therefore it was going wrong. So I took the machine up. Luckily, when I did that, it didn't break it, and I actually managed to keep it. So I managed to put the cable straight down here, straight to this concrete path. So let's test it. Is this going to work? Yes, it works. So we now have power from this machine. And the awesome thing is if we want to turn it off, we can just go to this nice switch right here, turn it off, and then if we come over here, the machine's off. So now we can pretty much turn this on and off as we choose. How awesome is that? So let's turn this back on. There we go. So now we have power into this section. Oh my god, this is so cool. Okay, so the next thing I want to do then is I do want to get some lights. Now, I don't know how many light bulbs we got. We don't have many. We've only actually got 6 of these light bulbs. Now, I really don't know where you get these from because as I said, we've only got 6 of these. I've not found many of them at all. So I want to get some lights in here to have with this room. So we may as well go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and get some powered lights. So I'm assuming all of these are going to require light bulbs, which it looks like they do. Yes, so each one of these, unfortunately, does require a light bulb. How do we get... I want this one here, the powered ceiling light, which requires forged iron. What are we short on? Scrap plastics, that's what we need. So let's go and get some of those. So they should be in my... why are you in there? You're in the wrong box. Scrap plastics should be in here. There we go. So we can get 6 of these lights. So we're going to go ahead and get 6 of those. So let's do that. So light... And I would like 6 of these ones here, because that'll look quite nice to power this area. Because then we can actually take out the torches and have these to power it. So let's go ahead and get some of those. So that's going to take a minute 14. So I'm also going to need, again, some more cables. So I actually did get the duct tape out. Let's get some cables again, because I'm going to need them. So let's try the power cable. So we're going to need some ceiling ones. Oh, I can only make one. Okay, that's fine. Let's get some more grounded cables. Is 25 the maximum I can get? It is. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to use that then. So yeah, this insect light is a great way to test whether your devices are actually being powered. So it's very, very good. So what we can do now is pretty much decide where we want to place the lights, and then run some cables around to then power the ceiling lights, which is going to be really cool. So I think what we should do. So you might need some fuse boxes in the ceiling, which again is absolutely fine. That's totally normal to have that. So here is my cables here. So let's go ahead and equip these. So I'm going to need some ceiling ones. So let's go ahead and get some ceiling ones. Other ways to get ground ones. So ceiling. Can we have cross on... So you can have cross on wall, but you can't have cross on ceiling. Okay, that's fine. So let's get some ceiling ones. Let's get like 10 of those for now, because we may need more, but for right now, I think it's going to be fine. So here's the ones for the ceiling. So now we can go ahead and start counting along this way. So we're going to have one there. So what do I want my lights? I want one there. I think I want a light at this point, actually. So actually, let me take that one back up. Because you can put lights in next to cables. It doesn't have to like run into the cable. So we can have the cable facing, for example, this way. And then we can have a light there. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we can have a light there and a light there. So let's have a look and see how this works then, shall we? So we should now have some of these lights made. Here we go. Lights are made. There we go. Nice. Right, let's turn this off then, and let's see how this is going to work. So I want a light to be placed... yeah, I want one light here. So let's have a light there. There we go. It works. Nice. Look at that. So that light works. And let's have one there, which also works. Okay, so far, so good. We've got 2 lights there. So I think I want another light... right here. So one there, and then I want another load, of course, around this side of the workshop as well. Because this is looking so cool. And the best part is, look, you turn the switch off. Ready? Ready? Ta-da! That light goes off, and that one goes off. So when we turn this thing on, it'll turn on all the stuff in here. And after a little while, they don't all turn on together, but after a while, they'll all turn on, which is super cool. I can also turn... is this thing still running? No, it's not. So what's causing that extra light then? I'm guessing there's a candle over there. I thought the boiler was running then, but there we go. So we've got 2 of the lights all in and working. Perfect. So there we go. So now we need to do a bit of a counting exercise. So we're gonna go. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get another ceiling one. So here's our ceiling cables. So this is super cool. So it's finally working as I intended to. So we're gonna do a ceiling one. Now, the only issue right here is if I run a ceiling one that way, it might override this, because that's taking that block and that's taking that one. So we're actually not going to go that way. So how many have we used? We've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be 6. So then we can have one here. And let's have a fuse box on the ceiling right here. So that should work fine. So let's grab a fuse box. Haha. So let's put one over here. Let's put it on the ceiling like that. There we go. So then that'll then allow us to extend it. And then we can start putting them along. Actually, no, I wanted it one further back. Can I get the entire fuse box back from this? Please, 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 please. What do we get? Did we get a fuse box? Yes, we did. Okay, thank God for that. So we did get the fuse box. Good, good, good. So then we want one there. Okay, let's try this again. So fuse box actually is going to go at this point. Nope. So fuse box will go there. And then let's start getting these around this way. So then we're going to have... So let's count these out. 2, 3. So not too many are going to go here. So then we're going to have 2, 3, 4... So I need to kind of make sure that the fuse box is equal away from that. So from there, it's 1, 2. And then from this side, it's going to be 1, 2. So then the next fuse box is going to go here. We're going to need more fuse boxes. I know it's unnecessary to have them this close, but it kind of looks nicer when it's on the corner like that. So I think we're going to still have it like this. So then this light can go right there. Haha! We got another one. Right, so then the last ones then are going to have to go here, here, and then we're going to want one right around the back here. Now, I don't know if the science station is going to allow us to place one there. It seems like we can, though, so it seems like it's only 2 blocks tall. So let's go ahead and get another fuse box. So let's do that. Because that's only forged iron and things, so we don't need that stuff. So let's get another 4 of those, because we might need a few. I'm having so much fun doing this. This is really good. So we're going to need some more ceiling cables as well. So let's get some more of those. Let's get 10 more of those. Right, let's do it. Right, so let's grab a fuse box. And we've got those. So let's put them in my hotbar, because I'm going to need those. So, le fuse box. Right, so let's now start working our way back along this way. So we're going to need... That should be fine there. So we're going to have one light there. Oh, actually, do we need to go one further? I think we need to go... Can I put one there? No, I can't. So I'm going to need to botch this up a little bit. So we're going to have... Yeah, where the big forge is, that's not going to allow me to place the fuse box immediately there. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a power cable here. And then we'll place a power cable... No, then we'll place a fuse box there. Can I place one there? No. Okay, let's take that back out. Ah, so much to work out. Maybe I won't be able to have lights this side then, because of that one big forge. Because I kind of need it to go. So the light needs to go pretty much in this spot here, which requires. Because light can go. Yeah, the light needs to go. No, the light needs to go there, right? Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What am I doing? That is actually okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I think for the last one, we're going to have... So the light goes there and the light goes there. So I'm going to have the fuse box for this last one at this point right here. Because then the last light is going to go... No. No. I mean, it'll be more efficient for cabling, but I do kind of want it to look nice. So, change my mind again. So sorry, guys, but we're going to get it to work. So, take you out. And then we're going to get one there. Because the light is going to go... Light's going to go back one, isn't it? So we're going to have one here. Then we should be able to hopefully we can place a fuse box right there. I don't know if this is too tall. Can we place a fuse box at this point? And hopefully that's not going to connect up with... Oh, that's the point, though. That might actually connect up with the concrete pass. That is a point. Okay. In that case, then, let's take out this cable here. I'm so glad we got a good quality wrench. So sorry, guys. Right, let's try this now. Right, so we're going to have a fuse box right there. And then we can have one cable there running into this light, which is going to be at this point here. So 1, 2, then we can have light there, which works. Yes! Light works. And let's go ahead and do... There we go. Oh, this is going to look so cool when it's done. That one. Oh, yes! I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I think we done it. And then one there. How's it looking? Yes! Look at that. So now we can take out all the candles. So we can take all these out now. We don't need these anymore. So it provides some nice ambient lighting, but, you know, they're no longer necessary because we managed to go ahead and create ourselves a completely lit workshop. How cool is that? Maybe we didn't need so many lights, but, you know, I'm fine with that. Once we take out some of these candles as well, it's going to be a little bit better. Let's make sure there's no more candles laying around. I don't think there are. No, so there we go. Fully lit workshop. So now, essentially, we come in here, and we can pretty much turn on anything we like, which is great. So we can turn on, the lathe and all that good stuff when we want to. And then when we're done with the workshop, we can literally just come out here and just go chop. And then all the lights should eventually turn off. And that's all. There we go. Nice. Right, let's get the rest of the candles out so it can be dark in here. for when we're not using it. That is super cool. So now we have a fully controlled lighting system. Now the awesome thing is that I can also control the entire. I can control the entire lighting in the base from this one central source. So say, for example, I wanted to turn everything off. I come in here and I could just, if I flip this one, let me just jump up here. If I flip that one down and then show you guys, we should see that this building, once again, should technically be disabled. So I can see some lights turning off. So sometimes there is like a little bit of residual energy, but there we go. Some of those lights turned off, and there we go. So we can no longer use that machine. So now we have 2 points in the base to control the power from, which is really, really cool. So let's turn that back on. So the generator now can pretty much always run, and over time we can actually link this up with other things. So there we go. So we can go ahead and put the generator on, and this should light up again. There we go. Look at that. So now we've pretty much got a fully controllable power system into here. And I'm so chuffed with that. That is amazing. So the other things we had to do is, of course, do the boiler and to do the gas one. So this generator right here can be pretty much picked up because we no longer need this now. So there we go. This is now done. Now, of course, it takes my stamina to complete 0, but this is looking pretty cool, and it doesn't look ridiculously ugly. It kind of works. So it doesn't look like cables are like completely detached, and it seems to work quite well. So I'm glad with how we've done on this. So there we go. So that is the first one done. Now the other thing I did say I wanted to do was to, of course, make the I think it was the gas tank is the last thing I wanted to make. So we're going to move the boiler, and we're going to move, so how do we make gas lines? So forged iron and duct tape. So yeah, a lot of duct tape is going to be required to do this. Gas lines and valves and things. So gas tank is the last thing I want to make. So the gas tank is made. We can craft that. We just require a few more short iron pipes and a bit of leather for some reason. Leather for a gas tank? I mean, sure, if... that's what it takes. Let's get some pipes then. Let's get get the gas tank. So let's get 10 of those. So yeah, that's only forged iron and duct tape. So again, it's not too expensive, and it's much easier in this pack to actually get it than it was in the Headbangers pack, because back then it was a lot harder to get it back then. Purely because zombies didn't actually drop as many bones. They actually dropped other stuff. Now, I'm not sure if this power is causing me lag. It seems to be. It seems that this power generation is causing me lag. So maybe it'll have to be as and when we need it. Because yeah, I'm getting like random frame ups and frame downs. So I might actually have to learn my graphic settings to put up with this. But it seems that it's when I'm looking at the generator. Or I can see the smoke, like when I'm coming over here, that I'm getting a bit of random frame drops. So now we should be able to craft the gas tank, right? Hopefully. Let's try it now. Gas pipe? Gas tank, there we go. So here is the gas tank. So we're going to go ahead and craft that. And then we're going to be able to use this to then have... essentially, this is what happens with the biogas digester. So we're actually going to need to make some more empty gas bottles as well. So can I do that on here? So let's try gas bottle. Gas line, gas bottle empty. What do we need for that? Oh, we actually need some brass for that as well. So I might actually have to go and find a deposit of zinc, which I think you can find in the plains. But we should have the gas tank done. So the gas tank can also be placed in here as well. So what I think I'll do is, where do I want the gas tank to go? Let's have a look. So gas tank should be... Oh, it's taking a while. Because I think what I want is the gas tank to go in this little bit over here. And then what we can do is we can go underground and run a pipe. We can run a piping system underground, which will then pop out over into here. Because then I think over here is where we want to make the moonshine. Either over here or maybe over here. Well, it'll be one of those. But yeah, I do want to be able to make the moonshine at some point. And that will allow us to do things like turn gas barrels into gas cans, for example. So that's going to be really good once we got that. Anyway, here is that. And let's get some gas pipes as well. So... let's get 3 of those for now. Then I can essentially do what I need to do as we're going. So they take... so gas pipes take actually a lot longer to craft than the cables, which is understandable. So then we can have a corner one. Yeah, it's going to be good. So yeah, to finish off, let's go and see where this gas thing is going to go, and then we can go from there. So gas, where are you? Here you are. So this thing is pretty big. So we gotta kind of make room for it. So essentially, if we put it this way, the block that it's going to take up is here. So you always have to take note of the block that you're placing it on, because that is the block that you then access. So let's go ahead and take out this one bit of flagstone here, because we're eventually going to want to start digging at some point. So we're going to place it. Can I just place it there without it falling? Yes, I can. So it does get supported from the wall. Excellent. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and put a gas valve straight down there. So we should be able to put a gas valve there. And that is where we're going to be able to access our gas power from. So essentially what we're going to do in a future episode is we're going to start digging out under there. And then we're going to make a gas line which will go all the way under here. It will go into the other room. And then we can finally... I've been meaning to do this for a long time. We can finally go ahead then and make the moonshine in here. Now, I think the gas is actually in line with where this is, so we might need to move this somewhere else, which I'm happy to do. We could like move it over here, just so that the pipes don't cross over. But yeah, we're going to have to eventually make some kind of underground piping system. So guys, I think we're at a pretty good point now to end off the episode. We have done really well. What we've managed to do is we've managed to get ourselves the power room finally underway. This generator is now producing power, and it's powering our entire workshop. So now we can pretty much turn this on and off at will, which is really good. Now, there's a few other things that I want to do with this. Eventually, I want to have a system where we have, for example, an electric fence laid flat on the ground like this. Now, why would I want to do that? Well, what this could be useful for is, say if a screamer comes along, she'd like run up here and try and get in the door. If I have an electric fence right there, she is going to get zapped. So this could be a really useful little defense in order to actually keep the zombies out of the buildings that we have as well. So what I could eventually do is have, say, I don't know, a cable concrete pass like right here with a knife switch, which could then come out to here to be used to power this trap, which I think is going to be quite a good little project for a future episode. So yeah, we can actually trap our doors, which is going to be pretty fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, bye!